240. Hmm, hmm. Diggy boy, first in the building again. He says, all right, Yahoo. Good morning. Good morning. I was trying to set this live for 2:40 p.m. and for some reason it just popped right on. I was trying to go back and tell Sis Ogang I was gonna start, but I don't know what happened. Hey boys, good morning, Philippines. Good morning. Shout out Philippines. Let me see. Let me fix this a little bit. There we go. All right. All right. Hey boy, how's your day starting so far? You having a good day so far? Uh there we go. And I finally figured out that little uh emoji, or what do you call it? Emoji. That's a little dog. I don't know why I thought it was a little seal for some reason. I don't know. It's a little dog, I think. I had to zoom in on it and I realized that's a dog. It says enjoy always. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It's been a busy morning so far already. Had to get some chores done, clean the house up a little bit because I've been putting it off. Says EB, good morning. How are you? She's got the members only emojis. Thank you, sis. Good morning. How are you? I was gonna start at, well, Philippines time. It would have been 5:40 a.m. Uh, I was trying to set it to where it would start at that time, but for some reason I thought I had set it, but it just started right away. Don't know what happened. Says good morning, Cisco. Thank you, sis. Shared. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, sis. Says I'm good. Good. Good morning. Yeah, it's I'm still trying to figure these lives out. I feel like I'm always forgetting something. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I'm gonna do this. Bam. Pin message. There we go. I always forget to pin messages. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Sap Nap and Day says hi. Says, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. We just started our live here, and I was trying to get it started at a later time. I was trying to set it for automatically come on at a later time, and I messed it up. I don't know what happened. Melvalice Cologne, hello, welcome back. Says my Gomez at the my grandma maybe at the hospital. She does her feel good. She looks better at the hospital. So I'm guessing you're saying grandma. If your grandma's at the hospital, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully she's doing okay. It says she looks better at the hospital, so that's good. I hope she recovers quick. Daniel Barris, what's going on? He says, hi, peoples. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, Daniel. How you doing? Sam Shane says, bam. Sam Shane, what's going on with the bam? Melvalize Colon says, my God's at the hospital. My gosh, at the hospital. Melvalize, I don't know what app you're using, but it's kind of confusing to read what you're saying. I'm not really sure exactly. But like I said, I hope whoever is at the hospital, hopefully they're doing okay. Sap says, where are you from? I am from the Los Angeles area, Southern California, but I live in Central California right now. Sap, where are you from? Jennifer Alves says, hi, hello, Jennifer. How are you? Jason Hamon says, what's jail like? It depends on what kind of jail you're in. Sometimes you get a private prison, they're not too bad, but the state-run ones, they're not really good. The federal prisons are really good. Just depends on which one you go into. They're all, not the best place to be though. Chantel Smith says, "Hi, girly." Not sure who you're talking to, Chantel. Think you were here yesterday talking to yourself. Lion says, "You speak Italian? I eat Italian food. I don't speak Italian, no. I can say buongiorno." I can't speak Italian, no. Melville's going says, "Let's play right now for my grandma. Yes, she feel better. She feel better now. Let's play right now for me and forever playing." Maybe you're saying praying. So yeah, I mean, I would if your grandma's in the hospital, if you say prayers for her, I hope that that helps her because right now she's probably in the best place she can be, which is the hospital, if she's not feeling good. So I think she'll be all right. I hope she will. Says EB showing love. Thank you, says EB. Macho Man Randy Savage. Okay, says let me get a shout out for my boys, and he's saying stupid stuff, so we're gonna kick him out. I hope you had a good time here. Talk to you later. Bye. Samurai says, "Hi, what's up, Samurai?" Sap says, "I'm from India." Sap, weren't you asking me if I could? Oh no, that was another person. I thought you're the one that asked me if I could speak Italian. From India. Shout out India. Arkanda says, "Love from Bangladesh." Another person from Bangladesh. I had one in here from yesterday from Bangladesh. Shout out Bangladesh. How you guys doing? Monsieur says, "Yo, bro, what's on?" I don't know what's on. I don't know. Arkanda says, "Love from Bangladesh." Hey, love right back at you, Bangladesh. Shout out Bangladesh. Melvin Lee's Cologne says, "Nobody's at the hospital. I psych you. Nobody's at the hospital. I say you. Let's play." Okay, Melvin Lee's. I don't know what you're saying. Sounds like you're trying to joke around. That's not something to joke about, though. Monsieur says, "What's up?" Not much. Just here chatting with the people and just seeing what's going on with you. What's going on with you, Monsieur? Where are you from? Arkandas says, "Love from Bangladesh." I got it. I got the love from Bangladesh. Thank you, Arkandas. Thank you very much. Whisker Pants says, "Hi, my friend Mac Bell was in jail for selling blop blop that burnt people's." Yeah, that's so unoriginal. Come up with a better one. Maybe the next one will be better. Arkandas says, "Again, love from Bangladesh." Whisker Pants says the same thing again and again. And Arkandash, I'm just gonna put you on a timeout if you keep saying love from Bangladesh. I got it. I get it. Malvalise Cologne says, "Best place to lower plane. I need any godlets." I don't know what you're saying, Malvalise. Let's see. This guy, let's go ahead and put him in a timeout. And then Arkandas, we're gonna put you in a timeout. We're gonna put all these babies in timeout, little babies. Okay, little babies. Night Ruffy says, "Bro, my dad passed away. Can I call you dad?" I mean, that's not even something to joke about. But hopefully you'll straighten yourself out before you go in timeout like the other babies. Monsieur says, "I'm fromage France, bro." You from France? You're from France? Okay, cool. Well, your name's Monsieur, so that sounds about right. Shout out France. What part of France are you living in? Madros verse says something. I don't even know what that says. Sap says, "Please join back, sir." I don't know what you mean. Like subscribe? I don't even know have you subscribed? I don't even know. If you do subscribe, cool. If you leave a comment, I'll check out your channel. Sis EB leaving the custom emojis again. Thank you, sis. Sis, I don't know how I attract all the trolls, sis. Usually it's the morning, the live that I do in the morning. I didn't do one today, but usually the live in the morning is the one that gets all the weird trolls. But for some reason today they're trying to get in here. Sarah Adams says, "Hi." Monsieur says, "Sorry, it's my computer." Oh, no worries, no worries. But yeah, what part of France you from? MMA Young says, "I wanted to visit Bangladesh with my friend, but he was too scared because his name is Ladesh." Okay, that was kind of funny. Kind of funny. Melville says, "Best play for me. I need God for my Belize. Let's play." Yeah. You can go ahead and do that, Melville. Tori says, "Hi, can you say happy birthday to my brother?" Yeah, guess what? You're gonna go away. And let's see. Jeff, all right, finally, we got Sis EB in here. We had Daggy Boy. Now we got Jeff in here. Some normal people. Thank you. Good day, Cisco. Good day, Jeff. How are you? I hope your day's starting off good. I'm just boxing the trolls right now. I'm just boxing them, punching them down, punching them down. They can't win. They don't learn, but they'll figure it out after a while. Sarah Adams says, I'm from Panama. Hello, Sarah Adams. Shout out to Panama. One of the places I would love to go soon. Jeff says, like done, Cisco. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. May bloggers in the house. Hello, Sis Flora May. How are you? Good morning. All right. Melville says, I'm from Puerto Rico, Mexican. Let's play right now for me. I'm Melody's best player. But I don't know. You gotta change it up, Melville. You gotta change it up because you keep saying the same stuff over and over again. Sis May says, good morning, host. Good morning. Make a little shout out to you, sis. Hopefully your morning started off good. I am sitting here just punching down the trolls, punching them down, punching them down. Jeff says ads. Okay, so hopefully there's a couple ads in there. Maybe I'll get like 2 or 3 cents, if people watch the ads. Thank you, Jeff. He says good morning. He says good morning, ma'am. Sis Flora says Tom Sock. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Says EB. Thank you. Says EB. I'm telling you, I get all the trolls. I don't know how you don't get all the trolls. I get all the trolls. I'm getting all the trolls. I guess I could put it on subscriber only mode. Maybe that would help. I don't know. Sis Flora says, live in peace. Thank you, sis. Thank you. And I think that this is translating. I should take that translation off. Uh, Brother Jeff says, ma'am, good morning. Sis EB saying, hello, May. Jeff saying, uh, it says, cape tu, everyone. Melody says, I said, let's play that lesson about the word. No, we're not going to do that today. This isn't that kind of live stream. Sorry. Sis EB says, Jeff, good morning. Big Juice says, on the ride home, listen to Cisco converse with trolls. Man, I hope I'm keeping you awake because, man, this is like, today is just the troll day. The troll day, the people who don't listen day. It's just, but it's all good. I mean, it's all interaction, We got 5 million in the building, 9 likes. That's on the positive note, we got 9 likes. Real quick, guys, if you just came in, if you're new to this live stream, please double tap your screen, give us a like. And if you get a chance, go check out our channel. We have a bunch of videos you can check out. Please comment in the video so that we know you were there and we can come back and look at your channel maybe. And don't forget to subscribe. Definitely subscribe. And we appreciate that. Jeff says, Yahoo, Yahoo. Monsieur says, do you watch the FIFA World Cup? I have been keeping up with it a little bit. I haven't been able to watch a lot of games, a lot of matches because I've been really busy. But Mexico plays tonight. So I'm going to try to watch the Mexico game tonight. Uh, France is looking really good. France is always looking really good. These last couple, 2, 3 cups, they've looked really good. Says EB, thank you. Jeff says, nice painting, Cisco. Yeah, that's here, let me turn this a little bit, Jeff. So this is just like some just beautiful flowers right here. Uh, this right here is a photo. It's actually a photograph that my wife had enlarged so that she could put it on a canvas. And this is us in Japan right here. This is the big Buddha on Lantau Island. It's the largest seated Buddha in the world. Really cool place, Lantau Island. Let's see. I don't know what this person's talking about. It's dumb. Jeff says Yahoo. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Let me get rid of a couple trolls. Boom. All right, says EB, thank you. And she's laughing away. Just having a good old time, huh, sis? Dancing and laughing, dancing and laughing. I see you. Oh, Melville says, apologize on Mexican, and I have two boyfriend. I have two boys. Call him. Okay, I don't know, Melville. I'm gonna have to put you in timeout, Melville, because you're just saying some way out stuff. El Kermit says Samoan acidify. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Chooks, you were here yesterday saying the same stuff. Burt Burp says, yo, what's up there, Burt Burp? This person says, hello from Indonesia. Shout out Indonesia. Thank you. Melville says, you work at McDonald's. Okay. Uh, that's in Japan. I thought it was in Hong Kong. Yeah, that's in Hong Kong. That's what I said. I don't think I said Japan, but yeah, that's in Hong Kong. Maybe I said Japan. It's definitely Hong Kong. Let's see. Jeff says, "Wow, what a nice place! What a nice place in Japan. That Buddha should be massive." Yeah, I must have said Japan. No, that's Hong Kong, guys. This is in Hong Kong, Lantau Island in Hong Kong. I'm sorry if I misspoke. Let's see. Sir David Kirk says that mustache game is on point. Well, thank you very much. We do our best. Jeff says, "Is it on top of a mountain, the Buddha?" Yeah, yeah. So what you do is you drive out to this place and you actually get on these gondolas, and the gondolas. And I'm going to post that video, Jeff. I've been meaning to post it for a long time. I just haven't figured out the kind of the right way to put it all together. But I think I'm overthinking it. But you get on these gondolas, and the gondola takes you from one island all the way up across this bay. So you're like way above the water, and you go off into these mountains, and you take the gondola all the way through the mountains, all the way to till you get to the point where you get off where the big Buddha's at. And so when you get off, you walk around through this little kind of like a little town, and then you walk up these stairs and you get to see the big Buddha. I'm gonna put together a video on it, but it's an awesome place. Just the ride on the gondola itself is worth it, but getting to see the big Buddha is just the cherry on top. Uh, let's see. Mr. Bum Crumb said, "I thought you were bussing or discussing, dude. President Snacks guy, no offense." Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. Arumi, bro, I am curry man. Okay. Melville's, I like chata. I like bachata. Okay. Uh, this guy saying, was it like a temple or just a recreational place? Yeah, there was a temple up there. Um, it was a really cool place. There was, like I said, there was like a kind of like a little, not a whole big city, but like a small little village, I guess you could say. And there were temples there. People were going in and paying their respects and, praying and lighting incense and stuff. So it was really cool to watch that. You had to be really respectful, because people were, like I said, they were praying and remembering their relatives who had passed away. So it was an interesting experience. And then yeah, the big Buddha is like on top of this mountain, and there's a staircase that goes all the way up to the top, and you can go to the Buddha and just check him out. And it's huge. It's a huge Buddha. It's really cool. Sis Evie, thank you. This guy, B something says, love from Big Yahoo. Okay, thank you. Sis Flora, thank you. Mr. Bum Crumbs, Google him. Google who? Jeff says, seems like a tourist destination and that archway is cool and beautiful. Yeah, it's definitely a tourist destination. I mean, it is definitely a tourist destination. Um, a lot of people go up there, and those arches like that, they have those in different places all over Hong Kong. We were going to down the street near my sister's house where she lived, and there's this gas station on the side of the road, and there was one of those just right next to the gas station, just random. But there's a meaning to those, and I cannot remember for the life of me right now what the meaning was, but there's a meaning for those arches, and they're beautiful, but they're really nice. I mean, the way that they're designed and put together, very, very nice. Hong Kong is just a beautiful place. I would love to go back to Hong Kong. Unfortunately, the current government, the way the government is set up there, they are being managed now by the Chinese government, and it's a different place now than it was, say, 10 years ago. It's a different place now. So I probably wouldn't go back there again. I would probably be someone that would get in trouble. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Uh, the dig says, Unc Tel Aviv wants to meet you. Okay, tell him to come on by. I can't read your name. I can't make out your name, but it says, how was Hong Kong? Would you recommend a vacation there? Um, I would recommend a vacation there if you are okay and you feel safe. With potentially the Chinese government, the Chinese Communist Party that's in control of the Chinese government, uh, leaving you alone. If you're somebody that they would have no problem with, then yeah, go on vacation to Hong Kong. It's a beautiful place. The people there are amazing. But I just can't trust that. Um, myself, I would feel safe there. I wouldn't feel safe there. Um, it's just a different. It's a different vibe now. Jeff says, so the Buddha is a shrine for worshipers. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's originally that's what it's intended for. And like I said, there are temples. There's a temple there. I'm gonna put together a video, Jeff. I'm really gonna put together a video for that because it's just a beautiful place. And me trying to explain it, I'm not doing it justice. I'm not explaining in a way that people can really understand how nice and how beautiful of a place it was. It was a very just a beautiful place. It says EB, thank you. Dig says Buddha was an Indian. LOL. It's just Hinduism with different prophet. Well, the idea of the Buddha, it did start in India, and there's like most religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, they are tied together in a sense. Pretty much all religions are tied together in a sense. They all come from the same place. Um, so it's just cultures. Culture when cultures come together, people mix ideas, people mix beliefs, and they come up with new ideas and new beliefs, and that's where all this comes from. So yeah, there's a whole history to it. If you guys are interested in learning about it, Google it and you'll learn everything you need to know. Because I'm not a historian, but I am familiar with that with the fact that the Buddha did not originate in China, did not originate there. Uh, all right, cool, man. Thank goodness. So I'm caught up because yesterday, man, I could never get caught up. It was just too much. But we got 8 million in the building. We got 13 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And this will be a good time to say, yes, if you have just come into this live stream, if you haven't been here before, please double tap the screen, give us a like. When you get a chance, check out our channel and subscribe if you would, and leave a comment on one of our videos so that we know you were there and that we can go check out your channel. Uh, Troy Nor Vlog, hello, says I was in Hong Kong 4 years, then 3 years, and then the year before it was handed to China. Each year you could see more foreign companies had left and more Chinese moved in. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to get too deep into things in this live stream about it, but it was my sister lived there for many years. She used to work for a company called the House of Dancing Water. It was a kind of like a Cirque du Soleil type show, and she really loved her job there. But COVID happened, and she had to end up having to come back. But yeah, we were there in 2019 when the protests were going on, and it was a pretty wild time. At that time, I realized that this is probably the last time I'm going to come back to Hong Kong. And sure enough, it probably it was the last time. But it's a beautiful place. I'll always have good memories there, and I wish things weren't the way that they were with the government when it took over. Jeff says, it's okay, Cisco. We understand, and you are doing your best explaining your visit to Hong Kong. And also, I'm looking forward to the compile video. Yeah, I'm gonna put that together for sure. I've got so many videos, Jeff. So many videos I need to put together, and it's just hard to find that time just to sit down and actually do it. And I feel like I'm saying that all the time, but it's true. Um, there's only so many hours in a day, and you got to like prioritize things. So making these videos has climbed much higher up the priority ladder lately. So it's going to happen soon. Um, Mohamed Aki says, "Do you know Mansaf?" No, I do not. Who's that? Silent Downs? Did you send a? Was that a son? I didn't quite catch it. Hello, Silent Downs. Oh, welcome to the chat. Do I know Mansaf? No, I do not. Thank you for that, Silent Damsel. I'm gonna. I know you're in here somewhere. I'm gonna keep scrolling. I'm gonna get to you. Let's see. Jeff says, "Hello, Thomas." Wait, who's Thomas? I don't know Thomas. I can't read this person's name. Oh, okay. Here we go. Sorry that you can't read my name. My name is Thomas. Dithity. Okay, I did. I missed that. Okay, Thomas. There we go. I'll use Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. And then the man's okay. There we go. Sis EB, thank you. Raptor says, "Are you?" Yes, I am. Uh, let's see. Raptor from USA. Yes, I am from the USA. Absolutely. I was born and raised here. Let's see. Bam. All right. Smacking down trolls. Silent Downs says, please like, sub, and share. Thank you, Silent Downs. I know how to get to you eventually. Thank you for the little jewel there. Appreciate that. And let me pin your message. Silent Downs, how's your evening going? How's things going? I guess you didn't get to play a game yesterday. Are you gonna play today? That is the question. We got 5 million in the building with 13 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Jeff says, nice sun emoji. Yeah, I like that sun emoji. I like sending those to people. Whisker Pants says, hi, hello, Whisker Pants. Weren't you just in here a little while ago? Zaza says, hello, Ronaldo R9. I wish Ronaldo was here. I would shake his hand and tell him, man, you're amazing. You're a great soccer player. Um, yeah, is that I mean, I'm assuming that's who you're talking about, Ronaldo, the soccer player. I'm not sure. Jeff says, what time is it for you, Cisco? Here is exactly 6 a.m. coffee time. Yes, it is 3:01 p.m. 3:01 p.m. here in California. So the way that I think about it is so Philippines is 15 hours ahead of us. So the easier way for me to do it in my head instead of adding 15 hours is just to add three. So it's 3 o'clock here. So just add three, that's six. And then it's just the opposite time of day. So it's 3 in the afternoon here. It means it's 6 in the morning where you're at. So if where you're at, you would just take away three and make it the opposite time of day. That's only for California, because I'm sure you probably know the United States has four different time zones. The United States is a really big country. And on the West Coast, where California, Oregon, Washington is, that's Pacific Standard Time. And then as you move east, you've got the Mountain Standard Time, the Central Standard Time, and the Eastern Standard Time. So each time zone is an hour different. So here in California, it's 3:02. On the East Coast, they're 3 hours ahead of us. It's 6:02 over there. So it's just the whole thing. Coffee time. Coffee sounds good. I haven't had coffee in a while. I need to start drinking coffee again. LOL. Lolo Colt that says hi from France. Hey, shout out France. We just had somebody from France in here. Silent Down says, I'm a melted mess with this heat, dreading tomorrow. We're hitting 83. 83? 83? Oh my goodness. I wish we had 83 all the time. That would be amazing. But I know 83 is hot there. What if you know Silent Damsel, what's like the record temperature there? What's the hottest it gets there? 83. That man, that's crazy. But you don't like I think you mentioned before, you don't have air conditioner, right? So 83 with no air conditioner, yeah, it's warm. And if you're not used to it, it's hot. Jeff says, so it's merienda time for you. Do you have any merienda right now? No, actually I don't. I ate, well, check this out. So I made steaks for dinner last night, and I had one left over. So I actually made the steak for breakfast this morning. So I had that. I actually haven't had lunch yet. Um, Not even a merienda. So yeah, I'm gonna be hungry when I get done with this live. I'm definitely gonna go eat. Oh, because yeah, I'm getting hungry now that you mentioned it. I am getting hungry. Let's see. Uh, where are we at here? Zaza, California, California. Yep, that's where we're at. California. Sundown says 11 p.m. here. Yeah, so you are 9 hours ahead of us. Right. Okay. 9 hours ahead. And you said it's going to be 83 tomorrow. Jeez. Okay. Lolo Coulter says, I know that yet from France. Sorry for my English. Oh, no worries. No worries. Like I said, some people I can tell they're trying to speak, if their English isn't their first language and they're trying to speak English, it's going to come out a little off sometimes. Like when I try to speak Spanish or when I try to speak Tagalog or Bisaya, it comes out a little weird sometimes, I'm sure. But I'm trying, and that's all that matters, that you're trying. So no worries. Uh, I can't read the Cyrillic. Timmy, I'm just gonna say Timmy because that's what it looks like. Timmy, hi. You are beautiful people, really. You candy. It's me, John, Mr. John, Super John. Thanks. Okay, Timmy, John. I'll call you John. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. This person's spamming a flag. Looks like turkey. I don't know. Lolo Coulter says 83 next time. That's the temperature where you're at. Classico says Turkish power. Hello, bro, from Turkey. Well, shout out Turkey. Just don't spam the Turkish flag anymore. Thank you. Agnostic Agnostic says, hey, agnostic. Silent Download says Scotland's all-time record high temperature is 34.8 degrees Celsius, 94.6. Wow. That's the all-time. Oh man, 94. I mean, again, I'm not making light because I know that that's not normal there. You guys are much higher latitude than we're in. And but I just think to myself, man, 90, that's like actually a decent day here in the summertime. Like if it only gets up to 94, 95 degrees, like it's hot, but nobody's like passing out, nobody's having any real serious problem. But I know in Europe, yeah, people are like older people are they're not making it, some of them. A lot of people are really having like trauma because there's no air conditioning and they're so not used to that. So, man, so it's going to be 83. So you're about 10, 12 degrees away from the record high. That's pretty crazy. Lolo cut what does it say? Colt Tet? Lolo, I'm saying Lolo. Angry or hungry? I'm hangry. I'm really hangry. Agnostic says, "Do you think black people are oppressed in society?" It depends on what you mean by oppressed. So define oppressed, and then I'll answer your question. Silent Down says, "Yeah, no aircon." Yeah, see, if you don't have an air conditioner, and does it get muggy there? Does it get like humid at all? I wouldn't imagine it gets humid there, but maybe. Jeff says, yes, 3 p.m. is Mariana time, Cisco. Yes, sir. I should have eaten, Jeff. I should have eaten before I got on the live, but I was cleaning up. I was getting ready. I was listening to Sis Ogong's live. It makes me so frustrated that I can't like talk to her, but I was really busy and yeah, I didn't even get a chance to eat. So you're making me hungry, Jeff. Let's see. Actually, let's see here. I'm gonna put on here. Bam and bam. Let's pin that message there. Lolo says, I understand you perfect. Well, thank you, Lolo. I understand you perfect too. Ogul Kanturan says, how are you, broski? I'm good, broski. Jeff says, okay, Cisco, I will stay until the end of your stream. I'm here on background. I just prepare my morning walk. Nice. Listening and watching here. Thank you, Jeff. Hopefully I can keep you company on your morning walk. How is the weather there right now? I'm hoping it's not raining. It sounds like it's not. You're gonna go out for a walk. But is it hot there right now? Is it still getting warm there? Lolo says in Celsius for us 42. Okay, yeah, I gotta get the Celsius Fahrenheit conversion in my head. Like I always forget it. I try to remember and I always forget it. But it's like I know it's like roughly like double, roughly. Ogle says, "Hey guys, what is this guy saying?" I'm saying, "Meh, meh, 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 meh." That's what I'm saying. Did you understand that? I hope you did. Let's see. This guy, he's gonna go bye-bye. Artifact says you do live every day. Okay, I'm from India. Thank you, India. Shout out India. I do not do a live every day. I'm trying to do a live stream. My goal is 3 times a week, Monday through Thursday. So it's going to be either be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for now, because I'm just trying to get in the habit of doing live streams, on a regular basis, weekly, right? So Monday through Thursday is when I plan on doing my live streams on a regular basis. And usually I'm going to try to do it at 2:30 California time. I might sometimes do it at 10 a.m. California time if I'm not busy and I don't have anything going on. So you might see me twice in one day, but normally, I'm going to shoot to get at least one live stream 3 times a week, Monday through Thursday. Write that down. Remember it. Don't forget it. Okay. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you know, my wife gets out of work early on Friday. And so I want to focus on her. And Saturday and Sunday, we do stuff together. So I don't have a lot of time to be doing stuff with YouTube. When I find time, I'll do a little bit. I try to support people and stuff or do some editing and videos when I get time. Or if we're doing something really cool, I'll do a live stream. But other than that, it's basically going to be Monday through Thursday, 3 days a week, around 2:30 p.m. California time. So don't forget, write that down. Sign Down says, yes, very muggy. Tomorrow, high temps and possible thunderstorm. It's going to be dreadful. Ooh, stay inside, sis. Do you have to go outside, sis? Like, I don't know if you work or if you have to leave your house for any reason. I would just stay inside. And I'm sure you have like fans and stuff. How do you stay cool then? So you just get fans? just have fans on? Because sometimes the fans don't really keep you cool either, especially when it's muggy. It'll be warm and like you're not cooling off because your sweat is what the evaporation of your sweat, right, is what cools you off. And when it's muggy, your sweat does not evaporate, so you can't cool off. How do you stay cool then? Lolo says, very nice, direct. Thank you. Thank you very much. Lolo says 84, 84 degrees. And Lolo, you said, did you say you were in France also? Where are you at, Lolo? I forgot. I'm sorry. Says Kate, hello. How are you? Good morning, says Kate. Good morning, sis. Jeff says, we have clear skies today, and yesterday was a rainy day, but I was able to do morning walk. Okay, cool, nice. Clear skies today. Jeff, I'm so looking forward to coming back to the Philippines. We're planning, I don't know if I had mentioned this to you before, but we're planning on coming out there in December and January. The first 2 weeks of January. So it'll be 6 weeks altogether. Really looking forward to coming back out there. And I mean, that's usually a good time to come out. The weather is usually good. It's cooler and drier, But looking forward to coming out there. But man, yeah, definitely enjoy your walk, man. I was walking more. Uh Maybe like a couple months ago, I had started walking every morning. I really enjoyed it. But then I started doing the ride share, giving people rides on Uber, and that's gotten me busy again. But I think what I'm gonna do is start doing those walks again and then do the Uber afterwards because it's really important for health to be walking every morning. So you're getting me motivated, Jeff. Um, the J4 man says, what's up, my G? What's up with you, J4? Sudemmi says, King, can you make a heart, please? Can I make a heart? Sure. Look at, there's a heart right there. Look at me. Check me out. That's all for you, Sudemmi. Lolo says 42. So 42 Celsius is 84. No, that's not right. I know it's not exactly double. J4 says the heat wave is killing me here in France. Well, yeah, because I know you guys don't have the air conditioning. Nope, nobody in Europe has air conditioners that I'm aware of. But I'm gonna tell you what, without getting into a big debate about this, climate change, a lot of people don't, especially in the United States. I think other countries are probably not as bad as the United States. But in the United States, a lot of people don't believe in human caused climate change. But unfortunately, they're wrong. And so everywhere in the world right now is experiencing differences in their climate. Some places are getting warmer, some places are getting cooler, but overall, the earth is getting warmer. All right. The earth as a whole is getting warmer. And all these things that we're seeing happen are because of that. And I think I just saw something in the was it the Philippines where they had like a big funnel cloud like over the water where like a tornado was sucking water up from, man, come on. That's not normal. Let's see. Sign down says, I have a new build house. The houses here are built to keep heat in. Oh, okay. I have fans everywhere in a small aircon unit that takes cold water and ice packs. Windows open wide all day and night. I see. Well, yeah, because normally you need to keep the heat in because it's pretty cool in Scotland. It gets cold there, I know. And so you want a house normally that keeps the heat in. But when we start to see the temperatures start to go up, like we've been seeing, that's not a good thing. So, I'm wondering, are they going to have to start making some changes to how they're building these houses in Scotland and in Europe in general? Because I'm telling you, this is not going to go away. Things are only going to get worse. I don't want to be a negative Debbie Downer, but let's keep it real. Lolo says, good direct for you. I feel your channel. Bye from France. Well, I think you're saying something positive there, Lolo. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the channel. And hopefully, hearing people speak English, native speakers like myself speak English, hopefully that will help you with your English. Because I know when I watch, particularly a lot of the people that I watch on YouTube are people from the Philippines, and I hear Tagalog, I hear Bisaya, and the more I listen to it, the more I get familiar with it, the easier it is for me to understand little by little, what people are saying. So keep listening, and hopefully your English will improve. So Demi says, thank you so much. You're welcome anytime. Jeff said, I heard there's a super El Nino around last quarter of the year. Probably some weather changes might happen soon. I hope I can still do morning walks. I like it. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that too. Um, and I want to say it's going to be affecting us over here too, if I'm not mistaken. It's just that year. Because I want to say they do like El Nino goes in like 8-year cycles or something like that, 4-year, 8-year cycles. And, I think we're getting to the part where it's the stronger part of that cycle. And yeah, it kind of sucks when you get a routine going with those walks. It kind of sucks when weather disrupts it. Um, yeah, so I mean, I would start thinking right now, if that happens, Jeff, what are you going to do to, take the place of that walk? Maybe try to walk somewhere indoors, or do some other type of exercise. I don't know if you have access to like a bicycle or something like that. I mean, there's always something you can do, but it kind of sucks when you really enjoy the walk. Like I said, I enjoyed that walk. It was very peaceful, and I didn't take my phone with me. Well, I mean, I took my phone with me, but I didn't get on the internet. I wasn't looking at my phone. It was like about an hour, hour and a half walk, and it was just me walking, no phone, no nothing. It was great. I loved it. Real Salmon by says, "Are you half Mexican, half black?" No, I'm mostly half Spanish, a little bit of Mexican in there, and half black. Daggy boy, thank you. Thank you for sticking around. Lolo says, not exactly, but it's your grade. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Says Kate, thank you. Good morning. Simon Down says, it was 75 Fahrenheit today. My upstairs temp was sitting at 83. Good Lord. Okay. Yeah. Cause you got that. So your house is made to just keep that heat inside. So, geez, yeah. Those fans are going to be clutch for you, and keeping the windows open isn't probably going to help much when it gets to 83. Because you're just letting in the 83 degrees, and if it's muggy too, ugh, I'm so sorry. He says, come out here where it's 100 degrees, but it's dry heat. You'll love it. I don't know what the temperature is today, but we've gotten over 100 a few times already this within these past weeks. We're just starting to get into our heat now. And we've been up to as high as I think 101, which that's still like not even like as high as it gets here. So yeah, but it's dry heat. It's never really humid here like that. Linda says, my English is not bad. I'm from South Korea. You're beautiful. Well, thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. And your English sounds very good, actually, for look at that. I mean, that's perfectly understandable. Shout out South Korea, another place I would love to go. And I'm sure you're beautiful too. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Real Salmon says, in India, there's a palace near my house. I sometimes just visit there and stay at 12 o'clock. It's built at the center of a water lake. Wow, that sounds beautiful. Man, that sounds really beautiful. And you just walk over to a palace. It's in the middle of a lake. That is crazy. That sounds pretty nice. What city is that in India, Real Simon? Brother BIY in the building. He says, especially with your midnight DJ, smooth tone, Cisco. Well, thank you, BIY. If you like my voice like this, put a one in the chat and I'll just keep talking like this all day, all night, only here on Cisco International. Is that what you mean? BIY, what's going on, brother? He says Amal and Juan are identical twins. Their mother carries a photo of only one of them in her wallet. I guess if you've seen Juan, you've seen them all. Oh my God. That just blew my mind right there. That was awesome. That is one I am going to remember. That is one I'm going to tell somebody today. I love that one. That was a good one. Amal and Juan. Okay, I didn't see where you were going with that. See, that's what I like about these jokes. Some of the ones you tell, I'm like, okay, I can see where this is going. Not many, but some. That one, could not see where you were going with that. That's a winner. Let's pin that one, guys. Come on now. Guys, if you don't know, BIY, he's got like an infinite number of jokes that he can tell right now. Okay. If we sat here and let him just put jokes in the chat, we'd be here like all for the rest of the day, all night, into tomorrow. Who knows when we go? We'd all have to just stay here, I guess. You guys want to do that? Put a one in the chat if you want to do that. Let's see. Raja says, Hey, buddy, how you doing? Lolo says, I understand you very well. Good night. Thanks. Thank you, Lolo. Hopefully you stick around, Lolo. Keep sticking around. Joseph Erickson says, how you doing today? How you feeling? Blessings, brother. Hey, I'm feeling good today, Joseph. I've been busy this morning. I had some chores to take care of at my house. Got my house cleaned up. I'm retired, so I stay home. My wife, she's working right now still. So I told her I'm going to take care of the house, making sure the house stays on point, and that's what I do. So today I did that. So I feel pretty good. Joseph, how are you doing today? And where are you from, Joseph? Says Kate, thank you so much. BIY saying hi to everybody. Silent Damsel, Joseph, Kate, Raja, Real, Linda, Daggy, Lolo, saying hi to everybody. Silent Down says, hey, BIY, good to see you. And of course, Silent Damsel, the official usherette of Cisco International, says, please like, sub, and share. Which, like I said, guys, if you are new to this channel, if you just came in, and I don't care where you're from in the world, if you enjoy, just what we're doing here on this live stream, I'm just chatting with you guys, just chopping it up, trying to be positive. People that come across this channel, I want this to be something that people can come here and just know what they're going to get. They're going to get me just talking to you just like this. It's nothing too crazy. It's just having a good conversation and just vibing with everybody in the chat. Our channel, on the other hand, we've got things that we have, videos that we have that are from our adventures going to other countries, adventures on hiking, just random stuff that we do. And if you're into that kind of stuff, check out our channel. Please subscribe. And if you watch the videos, leave a comment so we know that you were there. And hopefully I can get back and see your channel. But we appreciate your support, guys. Uh, Big BIY says supply ebbs and supply ebbs and flows, much like life. Supply ebbs and flows, much like life. The supply of your jokes does not ebb and flow. It is infinite. That's what I know. Uh-oh, says Kate says we're getting lag. Are we lagging, guys? Are we good now? Hopefully you're not having a problem now. If we are, sorry about that. BIY says, today is my son's fourth birthday. When he came out of his room this morning, I didn't recognize him at first. It was as if I had never seen him before. Oh man, I don't know where you get these, bro. I don't know. I wish I could find out because I would read them all. I'd read them all. Guys, come on now. We just gotta do it. We just gotta do it. Uh hey, BIY, what is the temperature up there where you're at? Because you're in the eastern side of Canada. So what is the temperature where you're at? What's the weather like there? Sub Blizzard says, yo, Unc, do it be stankin' or nah? I don't know what you smell like, but if you were here yesterday, you would have known that Jason Momoa stinks. At least he stank on the day that we met him. So if you would like to hear more about that story, go watch the live from yesterday because man, that was stinky. What you're doing with yourself, I have no clue. I can't smell you, and I'm thankful for that because if you're asking me a question like that, somebody must have told you something about yourself. You should take care of it. Silent Damsel says, boy. Silent Downs, I don't know. Sometimes, the people just come here, they just want to say weird stuff. And that's fine. Like I said, as long as somebody's not being real super disrespectful or being hurtful to other people, I can tolerate it. I like I said, it doesn't bother me personally, but when I think that somebody is saying something that's gonna offend somebody really badly or hurt somebody's feelings really badly, that's where I draw the line. I can't do it anymore. But stuff like that, it is what it is. Says Kate, thank you. BLY says 73 Fahrenheit right now. Oh yeah, so that's beautiful. That's lovely right there. That that's probably around my favorite. That's the range of my favorite temperature. From about 72 to about 78 degrees. That's about the temperature that I like. And if it's sunny, that's cool. That's fine. As long as there's a breeze going, as long as the sun's just not just messing you all up. But generally, I typically prefer it to be overcast, 72 to 78 degrees. That is like the perfect weather for me. And that's what it kind of tends to be down like in San Diego. If it's not sunny, it tends to be a little overcast and about that temperature. It's great. Um, what do we got here? Golden Gate says, "Hey, brother, Golden Gate, what's going on, man? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How you been doing? I know you got a ride in today. You had to have gotten a ride in today. We got 5 million in the building, 15 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you." BIY says, "Hey, Golden Gate. Yeah, man. Did you get a ride in today, Golden Gate?" And we went and hung out at the coast with my daughter for Father's Day weekend. and there was a well, actually, we it was a live stream. We had a live stream that we did out there, and I think it was the second one we did that day when we were getting ready to leave, and there was just this nice Harley, man, beautiful Harley. If you get a chance, check out that live stream. It's towards the end of that live stream. Just a beautiful Harley parked in the parking lot, but it was just a one seater. He had it where he just had it for the one seat. There was no room on the back, but it was a beautiful bike, man. Meow Plaz says, "Hey, what's up, Meow Plaz? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back." Yeah, why saying, "Hey, Meow Plaz." Golden Gate says, "LOL, doing well. I wish I did. I just finished out the quarter, so grinding away. Hey, BIY, finished out the quarter. Just does that something through your work? You're trying to get some inventory done or something like that?" Thunder Rules in the building says, "Hey, Cisco, what's up, Thunder Rules? Welcome back. Good to see you." Meow Plas says, "I'm good. Nice. Good deal." Yeah, you know what? It's always good to have people that were positive in prior live streams come back. Um, because a lot of these trolls, you get rid of them and they can't come back. But the people that are like positive people, the people that like are actually contributing to the conversation in a way that is like meaningful and interesting, when those people come back, that's what I appreciate. So thank you guys for coming back. Silent Download says, "I was arrested at the airport for greeting my friend Jack. I have no idea why. I just shouted, 'Hi, Jack,' across the room, and the guards jumped on me. Damn, silent damsel coming off the top rope. Blam. That was a good one. All right. BIY, what do you think of that one? That was legit right there. That was legit. I like that one. That was a good one. BIY says, Thunder rules. Hi. Yeah, why it says silent or he's laughing inside. No, that's a good one right there. See, that's a good one. Meow Plas says, love to be here. Oh man, that makes my heart feel good. Meow Plas, thank you. We love for you to be here. Thunder Rule says, I am leaving to go out of town at 3:30 a.m. 3:30 a.m. Where are you going? Thunder Rules. The only time I leave that early is when I'm going to the mountains. And usually it's going to be like Yosemite. Because it'll take about 3 hours to get there. And you know, when we did Half Dome. I don't know if you guys are all familiar with Yosemite. It's a national park here in California, world famous, world class national park. Um, just iconic structures there. Half Dome is probably the most iconic structure there in Yosemite. It's this huge granite dome that you can climb up, and you got to climb up on these cables. You got to climb up on these cables. Technically it is kind of dangerous, but it is what it is. But we did that hike. I've done that hike several times, but one time we did it uh in one day. We went all the way up to the top of Half Dome and all the way back down in one day. It was like roughly round trip for us from where we started to where we finished up. It was about 18 miles round trip. So we hiked 18 miles that day, and you basically go from the valley floor, which if I remember right, it's over 7,000 feet, a little over 7,000 feet, I believe. And then you go all the way up to the top of Half Dome, which is like 8,900 feet. So it's a pretty steep climb, and especially at the very end, very steep. But you got to get up there early, and that's the only time I'm getting up that early to go somewhere. So where are you going? Thunder Rules. Golden Gate says, finish now, not finished. Yep, job related. Well, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Damn, you got to get out of there, man. You got to get up out of there. Hurry up. Just finish it. Just whatever it is, just throw it in a box and get rid of it. Says Kate, thank you. Golden Gate says that is funny. Keep it real. That's right. Thunder Rule says West Virginia, but we are driving. You're going to West Virginia. And where are you at, Thunder Rules? Where are you at? You're getting up at 3:30 in the morning to drive to West Virginia. What are you gonna be doing in West Virginia? Programming 5430 says, yo, bro, name a car for an edit. What do you mean, name a car for an edit? But I'll name a car. How about a Yugo? A Yugo, a 1977 Yugo on stock rims. Let's see. Silent Damsel says, BLY, you remember those? You remember those Yugos? Silent Down says, why can't a nose be 12 inches long? Because then it would be a foot. I knew that one, Silent Down. Okay, that's like, when you're like 6 years old, you hear that one. So I knew that one. Your first one, way better, way better. But I appreciate you trying on that second one. Your follow-up was not quite, it was like a sequel to a movie, right? The sequel is just amazing. Everybody loves it. The original, the sequel, it's just lacking. That was lacking, Silent Damsel. DIY says, hi, programming. Oh, man. Let's see. Programming says, all right, thanks, bro. No problem. Glad I could help. Can't wait to see how it comes out. Thunder Rose, Pensacola, Florida. That's right. My uncle is graduating from school. He's getting ordained as a preacher. Wow. Hey, congrats, man. And that's a pretty decent drive right there. How many hours is that drive? If I had to guess, West Virginia, man, I'd say that's probably like a good 12 hours, maybe. How far is that drive? That's a good drive right there. From Pensacola to West Virginia. Just trying to picture my mental map, my geographical picture of the US. Because West Virginia is about midway up. Yeah, it's got to be at least a good 12 hours, maybe a little bit more than that. Um, Frank Rice, aka Jason Momoa, says, how about a 1977 taper on stock rims? That'll work too. I don't know if that's what they're looking for, but I mean, that there's two. You got two now. Jason Momoa in the building. Welcome back. Welcome back to you. I hope you showered. I hope you threw on a little bit of Old Spice deodorant and you're fresh and lovely wherever you are. Welcome back, Frank Rice. Thunder Rule says 14 hours. Okay, that's about what I figured. Wow, that's a long drive. Are you doing that all by yourself or are you riding with other people, Thunder Rules? You could do that by yourself, but that's still a long drive just to be doing by yourself. You're getting up at 3:30 in the morning. So you're looking at getting there if you don't stop. Man, you're looking at getting there about 5:30 in the evening. Jeff says, I play you using my laptop, Cisco. I'll be back in an hour. I hope you still here. I got no Wi-Fi outside. See you later. Okay, Jeff, thank you so much. Thank you for the BG. And no, I probably won't be here. What are we? We're coming up on an hour. I'll probably be here maybe for another 30 minutes at most. I gotta get out and get some grocery shopping done. But Jeff, thank you so much for your support. And guys, if you get a chance, please check out Jeff's channel. He does cooking videos. They're awesome. He explains things very well. And if you're into learning something new about any kind of particular dish, please check out his channel. He's got some good stuff on there. Thank you, Jeff. Enjoy your walk, man. I'm gonna be walking again soon too, thanks to your motivation. PIY says Frank Rice. Frank Rice is laughing because Frank, you're undercover. Jason Momoa. Thunder Rule says riding with other people. I can't drive because I am autistic. Well, I know people who are autistic that drive. Thunder Rules. It's just I think maybe your level of autism that would be the difference. In fact, I have a friend, Kamal. His channel is Autistic, and you know what? I'm trying to remember. He changed it to Motion, Mocean. Awesome play on words right there, by the way. He is autistic, and he drives trucks. So you know, maybe you could do it. I don't know whatever level your autism is. You you're highly functioning. I'm thinking you're highly functioning because man, you're having no problems communicating in here, and you're quick, with stuff. So I don't know. It seemed like you probably if you have you tried driving before? I wonder. Jake says, did he? No, 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 he didn't. Oh no, it's not. Okay, Jake. Wow, you're quick, Jake. Frank Rice says, believe. Jake says, thank God. I don't know. You're still here though, Jake. Why are you still here? Glenn backs. Glenn back. Glenn. Glenn is back again. Okay. I'm voting blue for the first time this November. Well, congrats, I guess. It just depends on what race you're talking about. I don't know. I wouldn't vote blue. I would vote for the best candidate for whatever it is you're voting for, whoever that is. Um, More than likely, depending on where you live, it'll make a difference, red or blue, however you want to, you know, call it. but vote for the best person for your area. Don't worry about Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian, all that stuff. Vote for the best person, guys. Stop playing these party games. But good on you for voting, though. Glenn is back again. Zozie is spamming a flag. I don't know what flag that is. BIY says Jake, and Glenn is back again. Jake Try says, "Brother, I confused you with Diddy. My bad." No, you didn't confuse me. I think you were confused. You can't even tell that I'm not. I don't know what it is that you're doing there. I mean, you got like a Pokemon for your avatar, so I don't know. You might be 6 years old, so maybe you're confused. Let's see. Jason says, "I used to do marathon driving when I was young and dumb. Nowadays, forget it. Besides, I'm such a safe driver that my passengers go to sleep and leave me all to myself." You know what? I used to like, well, I'm not gonna say I liked, but I could do like those long drives without too much problem. I mean, yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't want to do it if I didn't have to, but I mean, I could do it. But yeah, as I'm getting older, it is getting harder to do those long drives. I gotta admit. Um, One of the things that I'm planning on doing now that I'm retired is actually driving cross country. And I think that if I'm going to do it, I need to do it within the next couple years because I think as I get older, I'm just not going to want to do it. But you never know. So I feel you on that. BLY says, "I'm an expert at sleeping. I can do it with my eyes closed." Oh, geez. Ba-dum, bum. Thunder Rules says, "See you later, Cisco." Thunder Rules, man, take care. Please be safe driving and riding. That's a long drive. Please be safe. I hope you take pictures, videos along the way and post them on your channel. I hope you will do that. But be safe and shout out to your uncle for his graduation. Vaseline says, "Hey cells." I don't know what that means. Silent Down says, "Why is it that if you donate a kidney, people love you, but if you donate 5 kidneys, they call the police?" Well, I could explain that to you, Silent Damsel, but I'm thinking you already know. Okay, that was a good. That was okay. That's a little better than the last one. That's a little better. Jake Try says, "Because now." All right. Says Kate, "Thank you." Jake Try says, "8 years old." I don't even think you're that old. I don't even think you're that old. You're playing with Pokemon? Come on now. Kate Sibling, thank you. BIY says, "Silent Damsel, truth." Did that happen to you before, BIY? I think that might have happened to you before. Uh, Verity says, "Hi, I'm Verity, your friend and assistant. Ask me anything. I know everything." Verity, tell us, how old is Jake Try? Is he really 8 years old? Because I don't think he is. Birdcatch says, "Can I tell you something, please?" Just say it. Just come out and say it. You don't have to ask permission. We're in a chat. We want people to chat. Signing Down says, "The doctor gave me 1 year to live, so I shot him with my gun. The judge gave me 15 years. Problem solved." Oh man. Okay, look, I don't know. I'm gonna say this. Silent Damsel, I love you. Okay. BIY, I love you. I hope that there can be a synergy of the joke tellers in the stream. I hope that there's not going to be a rivalry or any kind of joke battle because I kind of feel a little bit like Silent Damsel. You're calling out BIY. I feel like you're calling him out. I'm not trying to start nothing. I'm not trying to start nothing. I'm just saying you're going. You're going. BIY. He's been silent. Where's his comeback? That's what I'm waiting for. Bird, Birdcatch says, what does it say? Oh man, yeah, you gotta go. You're just being dumb. Bye. Verity says, "What will happen in 3 days?" In 3 days, 3 days will have gone by in 3 days. That's what will happen. Sis EB, thank you. Thank you for hanging out still, sis. Thank you so much. Sis EB, what is the weather like there where you're at? You're around Davao City, I think. What's the weather like there today? Verity says, "It's hungry. I'm not kidding. When somebody comes to you." I'm not, I don't know. I don't get what you're saying there, Verity, but I am getting hungry. I'm getting very hungry. When Jeff was in here earlier, he was talking about merienda and eating food, and I haven't eaten since breakfast. I'm hungry. Tati says, "Good evening, man. Greetings from Germany." Good evening, Tati. Thank you. It's just afternoon time here. It's about, let's see, what time is it? Oh, 3:40 in the afternoon. And It's late over there in Germany, huh? So it's probably like about 11 at night. Shout out Germany. Jake Try says, bro, I just graduated the sixth grade. No, you didn't. Stop lying, Jake Try. You got a Pokemon in your thing there. Nobody does that unless they're like first, second grade. BIY says, silent damsel. There's gonna be a synergy. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's gonna be the two of you just, bam. Verity says, you better not laugh. I never laugh. Sign down says the difference between a bad golfer and a bad skydiver, a bad golfer goes whack, damn, and a bad skydiver goes damn, whack. Oh man. Okay. Now you got to be careful with that joke because we got some skydivers in our community, sign down. So don't put bad juju on them. Blizzard, he just did a skydive like what a couple weeks ago. And then my wife, she's done skydiving too before. 2 weeks before she met me, she did skydiving. And they're talking about doing it again. Juan John Carlos, another guy that's in our community, he's talking about, he's actually one that was saying there should be a collaborative skydive in Cebu. So let's be careful. You don't put bad juju on them, but that was a good one. Jake says, why did you think that I'm a? I don't know, Jake. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe because you got the Pokemon in your picture. DIY says, "Hi, Verity, Bird Cash." Uh, says, "K, thank you." Only one says, "Hey, are you religious? Define religious, and I'll tell you." Only one said, "Hi, hi, only one. Where you from, only one?" I can't read this name, but they said hi. Hello. Looks like from South Korea. Shout out South Korea. Let's see here. This person is talking some crazy stuff. Let's see. BIY says, hi, Toddy. And that name I can't read. And only to be. How did you do that Korean writing there, BIY? That's pretty cool. Oh, you're on a computer. You're probably just copying their name, I guess. Jake Try says, bruh, I gotta go. My mom to get off my iPad 15 Pro Max. There's an iPad 15 Pro Max. I've never heard of that, but hey, all right, Jake. Take it easy, Jake. K4 says, hey, yo, hey there, K4. How you doing? Sundown says, my senior relatives like to tease me at weddings, saying things like, you'll be next. They stopped once I started doing the same thing to them at funerals. Dang, you're getting dark, Silent Damsel. You were getting dark with it. That's that Scottish humor. That's that Scottish humor. That's what it is. You're getting dark with it. Wow. She says, that was the last one. We're gonna end on a dark one. We're gonna end on a dark. We can't end on a dark one. We need one more sign down. So you gotta, we gotta keep it light. We gotta keep it light. I love dark. Don't please understand. I love dark. I love dark. But damn. We gotta end up on a light one, please. Just one more. A light one. Not light for Scottish people, light for everyone else. Because light for Scottish will be dark as hell for everyone else. All right, BIY. Oh, you retracted the message. Silent Damsel said, to be continued. No, we need one more. BIY says, copy, paste. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, man, he's got Korean keyboard? What is he doing? Only one says, well, I didn't want to specifically ask you straight up if you believed in God because I thought it would be disrespectful. It's not disrespectful at all. But, I'm one of those people like, I believe words don't have meanings. Okay. If that makes sense, words have usages. Okay. And if that doesn't make sense to you at all, look that up. And sometimes when people are talking about religion or God, they're talking about totally different things than what I think they're talking about. So once people define those words, then I can tell them what I think about them. K4 says, I love your energy, bro. Thank you. Thank you. I'm having a pretty good day so far. We've had quite a few more trolls in here than we had yesterday and what I normally get at this time of day. So that's a little funky. Again, they don't really bother me. I'll just talk crap to them all day long, but nobody wants to hear me talking crap to trolls all day long. I'd rather have good, interesting conversations with people. Positive conversations. So thank you, K4. I'm glad you like the energy. Please stick around. Only one says, but what I'm asking is if you believe in God, define God for me, and I'll tell you. EB, thank you so much, sis. Thank you for sticking around. EB, what's the weather like? What's the weather like there where you're at? If you get a chance. Exinrenario says, "You look like The Rock if he was gay and smelled like somebody literally said that yesterday. So that's not even original. That's just again, like what are you, 6 or 7 years old? That and you're sitting at your keyboard going, I'm gonna get him with this one. And talking about gay and butts. I mean, why are you talking about gay and butts so much? Hmm, interesting. I wonder why you're talking about that so much. BIY says, where do famous Polish piano composers buy their clothing? The Chopin Mall. The Chopin Mall. No, 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 bro. Come on. You got a better one. You got a better one for us than that. That's all right. That was all right, but nah, you got better than that. D says, what's up, gang? Sending support from Southern Cali. All right, shout out Southern Cali. I don't get a lot of people from Southern Cal. I don't know why that is. What part of Southern Cal are you from, D? Because I'm originally from Southern Cal. So I would love to find out that you're from an area where I'm from. That would be cool. Drink this water. Now, guys, look, this is Dickie's barbecue cup. And you can see it's been used a lot. Look, it's starting to get worn down. But yeah, it was a good place to have barbecue back in the day. It's just water, believe me, please. Let's see. BIY says, hi, Dine and K4. Sign down says, okay, here we go. Priest, do you have any last requests? Murderer sitting in the electric chair. I told you light, not Scottish light. Murderer in the electric chair. Yes. Can you please hold my hand? Oh, Scottish people, Scottish people. What are you going to do, guys? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You just got to let them be who they are. Oh my goodness, Silent Damsel. Too much. You're too much. Meow Plan says, yo, you know what's crazy? Water is like a disease. Not everybody gets that. What? Meow Plans? What are you saying? Yo, you know what's crazy? Water is like a disease. Not everybody gets that. Meow Plans, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Please say that again. K4 says, so what about just search about the real reasons about the world existence? I think it would be useful. The reasons about the world existence, I'm not even sure what that means. The reasons about the world existence. I don't know. I don't know what that means. The reasons. I don't know what that means. D May. Dine says, we're in San Diego, brother. Gotta visit. Man, not only have I visited there, but I've been there many times. My dad's got a house in San Diego. He's got a house there. And my mother, my stepmom, and a brother and a sister, they all live in San Diego. So yeah, I'm very familiar with San Diego. So shout out San Diego. The weather there, I'm sure, is very nice today. It always is. Says EB, thank you. Says Ogong, thank you. Says Ogong, I was so busy. I was BG in your live the whole time. I was cleaning up my house. This week I kind of took a break from cleaning up. Mondays is usually when I do my cleanup for the house, right? And I took a break from it these last few days, so I had to do that today. And I was trying to get my live ready, and I wanted to start it for a time in the future because I know you usually finish up about that time. And for some reason, instead of it starting like at the time I set it for, it just started. So I don't know what happened, but thank you, sis. She says, this is barrier, but I think it said what you're saying is harang, maybe. I'm not sure. BIY says silent down. So he's enjoying these. See, I think BIY's got a dark sense of humor too. He doesn't show it that much though. He doesn't show it that much, but I think he has a dark sense of humor. I've seen that. I've seen that in him. BIY says, hello, says Ogan. Ibrahim Ilam says, greetings from Turkey. Shout out, Turkey. Shout out. And I want to say we're gonna be playing you guys pretty soon. The US is gonna be playing you guys. Good morning, Turkey. Shout out, Turkey. Ibrahim, how you doing? Says Ogan says, done. She says, it's okay, sir. Thank you, sis. Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, this stupid live is start. Like, I wanted to start like 10 minutes from the time that I was starting it. It didn't work. I'm learning still, sis. BIY says, how beautiful was Mount Rushmore before it was sculpted? Its beauty was unprecedented. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. There's gonna be yin and yang here. I can feel it. Yin and yang between Silent Damsel and BIY. Yin and yang. Sis Ogan says, I'm thankful, sir, for your support. Sis Ogan, I am thankful for your support. I am thankful for your support. You are one of the people also, and I've said it before. You are one of the people that has supported me, has encouraged me, has given me advice, and has given me a good example. Guys, I want to tell you something. Sis Ogon gets up every single day. I don't. There has been a rare day when she hasn't started her live right at 4 a.m. Philippines time. It's so rare that that doesn't happen. I don't know how she does it. I know she's opening up her store and stuff like that, but still, to be able to be that professional every single day, to get up every single day, even when she's not feeling good, she gets up and she does it every single day. That is what I strive to do. I want to be able to have that kind of motivation, that kind of dedication to do these live streams at the certain time that like she does at the same time every day. It's very professional and it's not easy to do. So thank you, Sis Ogan. You are someone I look up to as a mentor. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Um, BIY says, "Hi Ibrahim. Meowplas says, have you heard how bad the USA soccer chant is? I haven't, but I can imagine. It probably is just very dumb. I don't even know if I want to hear it, Meowplas, but I'm gonna look it up because I want to know. Sign Down says, they laughed at my crayon drawing. I laughed at their chalk outline. Sign Damsel, we gotta talk. We got to talk. I know it's hot. I know it's hot there. I know it's muggy. I know I can just feel it that you're just, you got this pent up rage that's just getting ready to just explode because the heat is so unbearable and it's coming out in these jokes. I can feel, I can feel it. Laughed at their chalk outline. That's dark. That is dark. I'm still waiting for the light one. I'm just still waiting for the light one. I need to see that. K4 says, what do you do if you feel exhausted because you have a lot of work to do? I'm feeling that. Get rest. Get rest. And sometimes you put a lot of emphasis on work, and you're putting way more emphasis on and importance on it than it really is. And whenever you can help it, just get rest. Get rest. That's what I do. A lot of what we do every day is not as important as we make it, guys. It really isn't. And your health is the most important thing in your life. Your health, without your health, you're not here. And if you're not here, you can't do anything or be here for anyone else. So take care of your health, guys. Get rest, K4. Silent Down says, what's the process of applying it for a job at Hooters? They just give you a bra and say, here, fill this out. Oh man. Okay, that was lighter. That was on the lighter side. Okay, that was all right. That was on the lighter side. That was a good one. I know BIY likes that one. Says Gracie, good morning. Good morning. What time is it, guys? Let's see. Okay, yeah. All right. About 7 more minutes, guys. About 7 more minutes. We're gonna get off here. Says Gracie, how you doing? Mam Leonilla, how are you doing? Uh, BLY says, Silent Damsel, hopefully the cup overflows. See, I knew that was gonna strike a chord with him for sure. Sis Grace says, good morning, Sir Cisco and everyone. Hello, Sis Gracie, how are you? Hopefully everything's going good for you and everyone there. How is the weather there where you're at, Sis Gracie? Sis Gracie is in northern Mindanao. I want to say Surigao City, I believe. Uh, and they get a lot of rain there too. So I'm wondering what the weather's like there. BIY is laughing at Silent Damsel. Silent Damsel laughing at BIY. Oh my goodness. That's gonna be like the Wonder Twins activating. Good Lord, man. We're all in trouble, guys. I'm just letting you know we're all in trouble. We got 11 million in the building. All 11 million of us are in trouble. Well, minus the two. 9 million of us are in trouble. BIY saying Gracie Mom, Grace Alfaro, Meowplas said, can somebody try to roast me? Meowplas, I could just roast the heck out of you right now. But I'm gonna leave it to somebody else. I'm gonna leave it to somebody. If anyone wants to roast Meowplas, he's asking for it. Now, wait a minute. Meowplas, I don't know if I ever asked you. Are you a male or a female? I don't know if I've ever asked you now that I think about it. But Meowplas is asked to be roast. If anybody would like to roast Meowplas, please do so. My brother Blizzard in the building. Salute to you. What's going on, Blizzard? We're just chopping up here, man. We got rid of all the trolls. Now the good people are coming in. It's a beautiful thing, bro. What's up, Blizzard? BIY says, hey, Blizzard Abroad. Says Gracie, thank you so much. Mamily Anila, thank you. Silent Damsel says, please like, sub, and share. And guys, I'm glad she said that because it reminded me again. I always forget. Um, please, if you just came in the live or if you've just been here for the first time, if you haven't already done it, double tap your screen or press that like button. Please help us out. We're a small channel. We're trying to get, to grow. Oh, I see Silent Damsel sent some clappy hands. Thank you, Silent Damsel. We're trying to grow. We just got monetized just recently. So please, if you can help us out by putting a like up for us. And then if you would go check out our channel after this live stream, go check out our channel, watch some of our videos. And if it's interesting to you that what we do and what we're putting out, the content that we're putting out, please subscribe, so that you can come back and check it out again. And also, if you like this live stream, if you're happy with, the people that we have in here, the conversations that we're having, and me personally, if you'd like to see that again, make sure you subscribe. And where it says subscribe, there's like a little bell. Make sure you're putting that bell, the notifications to all. And that way, whenever we put out content or whenever we go live, you'll see us. So we appreciate that. Thank you, Sign Damsel. Mamily Neela, thank you. Blizzard says, Bushes, salute, Cisco. Man, Blizzard's always working. Hey, Blizzard, I was going to ask you, though. I don't think I've seen you do any videos. I remember you used to do your lives in I think it was an office at your old job, your previous job. Would you be able to do something where you can do a live stream out on the job when you're actually doing a job? I was just thinking about that the other day. I don't know if you'd be interested in doing that or not, but I was just wanting to throw that by. Blizzard says BIY salute. Mount Millennialist putting up the clock. Thank you. Whoa, Blizzard sent 5 international gift memberships. Man, thank you, bro. Wow. 5, man. I'm telling you guys, this guy right here, you don't meet a lot of people like this guy right here, man. Very supportive man. Very positive man, very supportive man, and man, grateful and thankful to have him in our community and to be a part of his community. Man, he just gave away 5 free memberships, guys. He gave those away free to the people that are receiving them, not free to him, free to the people that are receiving them. So salute, Blizzard. One's going to Lee Smith, one's going to Kapango Vlog, one's going to BBK Jump, one's going to Shay's Adventures, one is going to Life Without Limits Worldwide. And I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So salute to Blizzard. Congrats to those people that just got memberships just gifted to them. Man, thank you, Blizzard. Salute for that. He's in the bushes, guys. He does stuff like this and he jumps back in the bushes. You just never know what's going to happen. Craziness. Lolo says, oh, bro. Yeah, did you see that? Man, come on now. And again, like I said yesterday, guys, this is why all the trolls and all the people that come in here and have dumb stuff to say, they don't phase me because they don't understand. I'm a part of a whole community of people that are standing next to me, that we support each other. And we don't care about the trolls. All this stuff that you guys are saying, take it somewhere else because we got our own thing going on here. And this is what we do right here. This is the kind of stuff we do. BIY says, holy blizzard, Batman. Mamily Anila, thank you. Meow Plas said, boy, but the puppies are there. What? But the puppies are there. What does that mean, Meow Plas? Meow Plas, you're tripping today. Oh, Sign Damsel saying, okay, I saw that, Sign Damsel. Thank you so much. High five is what it was. Not clapping. It was a high five. Okay. Thank you, Sign Damsel. Meow Plas says, I'm a boy, but the puppies are girls. I messed up spelling. Wait, who are the puppies? Okay, so you're a boy, okay. And again, please, somebody roast Meowplas. They're asking for it. BIY says, what do you get for winning the not moving at all championship? Atrophy. No, man. No, I mean, it was all right. That was all right. That was all right. Oh man. Memley Anila saying hi. Little penguin saying hi. Main Street Drewski says, hi, sir. Can I get a shout out? It's my 17th birthday and I have a stupid name. I think is what it says right there. Yeah, no, Drewski. But what I can do is hide you from this channel. Goodbye. K4 says, such a good man. I try, but then you get people like that come in here and just say, just stuff that's like over the top, and I just gotta hide them from the channel. Now they can't. They can see what we're doing, but they can't talk no more, and that's such a sad thing. They're in the sunken place. That's where they're at. K4, thank you. I hope maybe you're talking about Blizzard. Blizzard's a good man. Me, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Mamma Nilla, thank you. BIY says, hi, Main Street Drewski. Main Street Drewski has left the building. He is in the sunken place. Sign Down says, BIY, that was such a dad joke. Totally. Totally dad joke. Very much a dad joke. Let's see here. What is this one? Yeah, Main Street Drewski's gone. Blizzard says, I can't live stream, but I have videos I haven't posted. Okay, okay. So yeah, on the job, they're not gonna allow that, I guess. Yeah. And plus you're probably going to places where the internet wouldn't be very reliable. But yeah, yeah, posting some videos would be cool, man. I would love to see what you do, man. That would be really cool, I think. And real quick, I know I got a little bit of time here left, probably like 2 minutes, guys. But I've been hearing YouTube loves like instructional type stuff. So if you did your job, did a video, just do a video and just do a step by step of like what you're doing, how you're doing it. YouTube loves that stuff, man. That stuff will take off, I guarantee you. BIY says Main Street Drewski, happy birthday. We check ID here too. Main Street Drewski's gone. They said some way out stuff. Mamma Nilla, thank you. Says Gracie, thank you. Hero was here, I see, but he retracted the message. What's up, Hero? Blizzard also message retracted. You guys are retracting messages for some reason. Let's see. Hero says, "What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. No tomatoes, please." What's up, Hero? Now we got another joker in the chat, man. We're gonna overload on jokers. I can see it. Daggy says, "Yahoo!" Blizzard says he got me. Yeah, man. Let's see. Silent Damsel says, I need to head off. It's been a blast. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Cisco and Generous. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Silent Damsel, as always. Thank you. We appreciate you so much for being here. Please stay cool. And I hope tomorrow isn't as warm as that they say it's going to be. I think it's going to be cooler. All right. I'm going to blow a bunch of cool air your way. Wait, that's the wrong direction. That way. That way is Scotland, guys, in case you didn't know that. Thank you, Silent Damsel. Good night. Hero says, mad respect. Says, go mad respect to you, Hero, man. Guys, check out Hero's channel if you get a chance. He does gig apps, entertaining guy. Man, he's just a quick thinker and he works his butt off. So if you're into that kind of stuff, check his channel out, guys. And I got to catch up here real quick because I'm going to have to shut this off here in a minute, guys. I got to get going. BIY says, hi, Hero Time Space. Mamma Nilla, thank you. Brother JS from Brazil, hello. Brazil's in the World Cup. Brazil's doing it in the World Cup, guys. I don't know. Brazil looks good too. Can Brazil win the World Cup? I don't know. We're going to find out. Brother JS would love that. Blizzard says, Silent Damsel, see ya. Hero says, hello, believe. Silent Damsel says, please like, sub, and share. Thank you, Silent Damsel. On the way out, she's still doing it, guys. Official Cisco International Usherette. Thank you. Blizzard says, no. He said, no. Okay. Just a thought, just a thought. BIY says, hi, JS. Blizzard's laughing. Meow Plus, guys, you got to roast me. Come on, I'm waiting. I think next stream, Meow Plus, we're going to get you. We're going to get you next stream because we're not going to have time this stream. Hero says, you, sir, salute. Thank you, Hero. Sis Ogong, thank you. Brother JS says, hi, believe. Hero says, World Cup proves the world loves each other. That's what I'm saying, guys. It's all about love, man. The World Cup, the Olympics, it's the best of what we are as human beings. We get together, we compete, and at the end of the day, it's all love. That's how it should be. That's what everybody should be taking their cues from and how we should treat each other in this world. So thank you for pointing that out, Hero. It's just a great time when we see people from other countries and other cultures come together. We are not as different and separated as they would have us believe, guys. That we really aren't. Brother JS is laughing. Brazil could win it. They could win it, but I think JS, it will be Mexico. Viva Mexico. Que viva Mexico. Hero says, I've seen no hate in World Cup. Brought us all together. Absolutely. I haven't seen it either. It's been a beautiful thing, man. BIY saying, Meow Plaz, why don't cats ever get summoned for jury duty? Because they'd be guilty of perjury. There you go, Meow Plaz. That's a burn for you right there. Thank you for that, BIY. Hero says, we want our team, country to win, but never seen any hate. I absolutely love it. Yeah, guys, there's a difference between supporting your country and hating on another country. That's why when people come in here from other countries that, we're getting told here in America that we're supposed to hate them, we're supposed not to like them. I don't listen to that BS. The people of the country are not the government of their country. The government in their country may be trash, but the people are amazing. Okay, so I will always love the people of a country. The government, maybe not, but the people I will always love. And let's see. Sign Damsel says, Meow Plus, our friendship is all about balance. You start talking, I stop listening. Good night. Nobody cares what you have to say. No. Thank you, Silent Down. See, Meow Plaz, I hope that was enough. Next time, we're going to get you even worse, though. I guarantee you. JS says, yes, Brazil. Jake Try says, I didn't expect to find your live again. Well, Jake Try, you know what? As a 6-year-old, I know it's not easy, but just hit that subscription button and come back again next time. Blizzard says, silent down. She's laughing. He's laughing. Mamelinilla, thank you. Thank you. Hero says, it's the leadership part. Exactly. Those are the people we need to push out of the way, right? Make room for the people. Hero says, people for the win. Yes, sir. Says Ogong is, oh my God. Okay, guys, but I'm gonna go. We're already at an hour and a half. I have to head out. I gotta go get some grocery shopping done. I gotta get some Ubering and some Door Dashing done. Haven't done it all day. But thank you guys. We got 11 million in the building, 28 likes, guys. If you haven't already, please double tap your screen. Please leave us a like. Check out our channel. Watch a few videos. If it's interesting to you, please subscribe so you can come back again. And make sure when you subscribe, you hit that notification button to all, right? Because that's what's going to make it to where you can see whenever we upload a short, a video, when we go live. Please do that. And I hope that everybody has a great day. Real quick, let's see. Jake says, okay. Hero says, hope in Brazil, USA, Mexico, Argentina, France make it far. Yeah, I go for all those teams. Argentina, nah. But definitely Mexico, definitely Brazil, France. France, I'm cool with France too. Argentina, nah. Hero, thank you, brother. Later, bro. Be safe out there, man. Be safe out there. Blizzard says salute, bro. Take care. Blizzard, salute to you, bro. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Guys, man, that's big right there. He just gave 5 people a whole month of free membership to the channel. That's big, guys. And I appreciate that very much. And I hope that those people enjoy their free membership. Compliments of Blizzard. Blizzard, thank you, brother. Be safe out there, man. Mamily Nila, thank you. BIY says, cats, they have just claws. No, bro. Blizzard saying salute. He says USA. He's going for USA, man. I'm going for USA too. I want the USA to do well. I just want Mexico to win it all. That's just me personally. That's just my feeling. Memily Nila, thank you. Meow Plas says, okay, that's good. All right, that's all you can take, Meow Plas. All right. I feel we can end it on that then. Guys, again, thank you very much. 11 million in the building, 28 likes. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe. And please, on the way out, please double tap that screen, give us a like, and come back next time. Tomorrow's Thursday. I will do another live stream tomorrow at 2:30. Maybe one at 10 in the morning, but we'll see. But definitely one at 2:30. BIY says, I think my cats are communists. They expect free food and keep talking about meow. Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one. Ma'am Nil with the TV. Thank you. Jake says, if you could press a button and instantly erase the most painful memory of your life, I exchange you could also save me that one for next time, Jake. Save me that one for next time. Come back. I will definitely answer that question next time. Meow Plus says, next time you guys can do better. Quit it, Meow Plus. They got you good. They got you good. All right, guys, I got to go. But listen, please be kind to yourself first. Be kind to other people and make sure that you're spreading positivity in the world. This community is about positivity. We joke and we say silly things, but at the end of the day, we want to be positive with everyone. We are part of a movement, this community that I'm in, Blizzard in particular, where we're trying to spread positivity on YouTube. We're trying to make YouTube a better place by being positive and having a good, healthy conversation about things. Whether it's a light conversation or a very deep conversation, it doesn't matter. Stay respectful, stay kind, stay positive. And on that note, Jake says, bye, Cisco International. Bye, Jake. Uh, Blizzard says, Uncle Cisco, quit, bro. You need to quit, man. I ain't that much older than you, damn it. Jake says, you're the best live streamer I've seen so far. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Just, you know what? Just come back. If you mean that, just come back. Ma'am Lanila, thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye to Sis Gracie, Irish Maid, Charisse, everybody there in the household. Meow Pleasure. See you around, guys. Take it easy. Don't forget, be kind to yourself, be kind to other people. And I will see you next time. Later. Brother Robert, Thumbstock 29, bro. Cisco, thank you, Robert. Thank you, brother. You just made it. You just made it.